Often, poetry is one of the most difficult genres to understand and to look for meaning. We're going to have a look at an example of a poem and think about some strategies that you can use to help you read for the meaning of the poem. This poem is called Contemplation Avenue by Vance Rendell. The questions related to poems often ask you to identify the theme of the poem. So let's see what themes you can identify in this poem. It's a good idea to start with the title. So the title is Contemplation Avenue. You need to quickly think about what contemplation means. So contemplation is about thinking deeply about something. And why avenue? Perhaps because this is a type of thinking that goes on for a long time, perhaps even for many years. So once you've got a feeling about what the title is about, you can move to the poem itself. Look for key words, not just at the start but throughout the poem. In this way, you're skimming to get the broader meaning, but you're also scanning to find key words. So if we have a look at the poem, some of the key words here are contemplation, echo, chasing, struggling, and moments. So what impression do these words give you? Well, I think they give you an impression of sadness and loss. It's as if the poet is asking, why has this happened? You could say there's a sense of regret. What could it be related to? Well, possibly a lost relationship, a boyfriend or a girlfriend. The poet refers to you, which gives a strong indication that it is about the loss of a person. What devices does the poet use? Look at the repetition in the poem of the words one day I will see you, one day 20 years will pass on by, and one day I will see you, one day dancing, chasing. This reinforces the idea of looking forward into time again and again, perhaps to a time when the loss is felt even harder than it is today. What lesson does the poet give? The last two lines carry a message. The poet says, "Choose your moments wisely, they follow you." This is a warning. It suggests that if you don't act in the present, you too may have this regret in the future. In many ways, this sums up the idea of a poem, and in fact, the last few lines of a poem often do this well. Therefore, with poetry, consider the title, the key words, and the last few lines when you want to interpret the theme or central message of a poem.